In this video, I'll share with you my Solama price prediction for the upcoming bull run. Yes, that is Solama, not Solana. And you can see at the time of me filming the video, this thing is trading at 0.0814. It's a coin on the Solana chain. And I think it can do very, very well because I think the Solana ecosystem will do really well this bull run. I personally think the Solana ecosystem could do similar numbers to what the Ethereum ecosystem did in the 2021 bull run. That's just personally what I think. Ultimately, we're going to have to see. Now, this coin here, this is crazy. We're going to get to the price prediction on this. It's relatively new. It's obviously very risky, so keep that in mind. But 205% pump in the last day. That is just wild. Look at the 7-day percentage. 4,750% pump in 7 days. I mean, absolutely insane. 42.66 in a month. And when we go to the 1 year and the all, it's going to be the same. 19,410%. That's just wild. Look at this here. This thing was trading at 0.02, like obviously it came out of the gate kind of here early 2024, 001, 00, didn't do a whole lot, although it did kind of go up a little bit. Then it just kind of dipped off and then literally just kind of flat for the better part of like about a month there. And now look at what it's doing now. I mean, just insane. It's just wild how this thing just went from there to an explosion of where it is now at 0.08. So the question is, what do we think this thing could do? Well, let's quickly look at this. 53 million market cap. That's relatively small. It's ranked 629 out of all cryptos. I like that we have a lot of the tokens in the supply. That's good. Personally, I like to see that. And you could see fully diluted market cap is 54 million, right? So just a little bit bigger, almost 55 million, a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Not to be concerned about a bunch of different tokens coming into the mix. It's all-time high, obviously, super, super recent. It's pretty much around its all-time high right now. And I think this thing I think could do really well. I think this thing could easily 10x from here. That would take you to like a $530 million market cap. So like it's just wild. It's just I don't know that it's going to 10x right away, right? I think it's possible that this thing is going to maybe spike some more and then completely drop off and then go on another run. But I could be wrong. That's just what I think because I see that with a lot of coins that if they first take off really strong their first time, naturally you have people that bought down here. There's a few people that are probably going to want to take profits because I mean they've got great gains already. So I mean, if you were someone who got in here and you got these gains, would you risk waiting for more gains possibly, or would you be like, hey, I'll just take my profits, right? So I think it's very risky to get into this thing right now, but at the same time it could continue to spike. So my thing is that this thing I think could still 10x. That would take you to around 0.8. So around 80 cents in price, 530 million market cap. I know I think that's a little bit aggressive. I think that's very, very optimistic, but I think it's possible. And largely because this is part of the Solana ecosystem. So that's my price prediction for Solama. I think we're going to see Solama hit around 80 at its peak. And like I said, that's going to take you to 530-ish million market cap, give or take, okay, maybe a little bit more. Anyway, remember, this is simply my prediction, okay, not a guarantee that it's going to happen. Now, if you want to invest in this crypto, remember that it's very risky. I think right now is a super risky time to get in, but ultimately, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. It's your money. If you want to get into something like this, you can. It could, pump like crazy some more, right? Ultimately, I don't know if it's going to continue to pump before a retracement. But when I see how high up this is, like I said, I would personally wait for a retracement before, risking a little bit of money. That's just personally me. And if I was to risk money on this thing right now, I definitely wouldn't risk all the money that I have. Maybe I'd risk a little bit of money, maybe 100, couple hundred, maybe maximum 500 or 1,000 on something like this. Something like this with this level of risk, personally, I probably won't risk more than 500. That's just personally me. But ultimately, it just comes down to what your risk tolerance is. And the reason I say that is because think about this. If this thing does a 10x, okay, and could it do more than the 10x? Of course, it could absolutely do more than the 10x. I could be completely wrong with my prediction. But if it does 10x, it would need a lot of money, right, to go to 530 some, even let's call it 550 million market cap at 80 cents. So for the level of risk that it has, the level of risk right now to get a possible 10x, for me, it's too risky because of the token that it is, how new that it is, and what it is, right? So that's, for me personally, for the opportunity for 10x, to me, that's too risky with this token. So what I would rather do is, like I said, I would wait and see if I get a retracement on this thing. And if I get a retracement, I would try to get in, if it drops to here or here. I don't know if it will, but if it does, all of a sudden, much better entry point. Even if it drops lower, which again, I don't know that it would, but if it does, you get much better entry points. And now all of a sudden, it's maybe worth risking, a couple hundred or 500 or maybe even 1,000, but you have way more upside. So it's more worth it if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's kind of how I look at this. But at the end of the day, you can do what you want to do. It's up to you. And I'm not telling you to do this. And keep in mind, like I said earlier, this is my prediction, not a guarantee that I'm going to be correct. Okay. With that said, there you have it. That is my Solama price prediction. I think it's going to 10x still. I think we could see this thing top out at about 80 cents. And yeah, do what you want to do with it. I guess at the end of the day, it's on you, your choices, your risk, your life, your gains or your losses. Okay. So with that said, choose wisely, do great things, and hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because if you subscribe, you have an opportunity to randomly win $100 when I do $100 random giveaways. Like and comment too, because the more you like and comment, the more you engage with these videos, the more opportunity you'll have to win the $100 when I do the $100 giveaway. The comment could be as simple as letting me know what you think of my prediction. You could also let me know your prediction, and you could also let me know what crypto you want me to cover next. All right, with that said, we're going to wrap up. Stay blessed. I wish you a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go get this crypto money. Let's go.